I'm here with Chris Roberts, Telford's physio. Just if you'd like to give us a bit of an indication as to what you do in an average week at Telford.
Average week in Telford consists of mainly Tuesday, when the league starts at Telford. It's generally just being there on the pitch to make sure nobody gets injured, dealing with the aftermath after that then of a Thursday, so mainly rehabilitation of a Thursday and some treatments, especially within the TCAP, which is a brilliant setup. A lot of ultrasound, a lot of electrotherapy, and some individual rehabilitation programs, depending on what injuries we've got. Most injuries we get will result from pre-season or players who are coming to us injured, like we did last year. We had a couple of players, the little fella Sean Cook and Big Matt. We had Big Matt who had a cruciate, so it was a case of rehabbing him and little Sean all the way through pre-season.
Making sure they're ready.
Yeah, making sure they're ready, but hopefully now there's no one turns over any major injury, so it's more likely to be muscular and more down to the off time they've had in the close season.
And coming back and getting the muscles going again.
Getting the muscles going again, and also, especially in pre-season, because we get a lot of trialists and stuff, it's like trying to sort them out to see whether they can stand up to the rigours of actually playing in the conference, because it's a step up, it's a harder league to play in, so obviously you've got to be super fit.
Yeah. Do you look at fitness side of things then as a team, or is that more?
We do, yeah. We always look. Liam and John, we've always had like really fit players. It's really important, and you can tell, especially if you're part-time and you're coming up against full-time players, they're always going to be fit, but sometimes you can actually outdo them in fitness because the monotony of what they've got to do day in, day out. We'll have like 2 or 3 sessions depending on us. In pre-season it'll be 3 sessions, but through the season that's what will keep them in good stead for the rest of the season, the general fitness, which is again down to the individuals themselves. We want them to come fit and at the beginning of the season like we are now on pre-season, otherwise they get found out really early doors, and that's where I have to deal with all the muscles and sometimes just people being sick who can't do it, unfortunately.
There wasn't any of that on Saturday. Hopefully another quiet one today.
Hopefully another quiet one. I've got plenty of ice here anyway, in case we have any injuries.
But in this weather, melting away.
In this weather, yeah. But it's more going to be a problem with midges here, because you just seem to attract them, especially when you start getting hotter as well. They just hone in on the heat, and that's what causes problems with the bites and stuff, infections on the bite. So we've got all the treatment kit there ready to go.
But we can't really complain about this sort of weather, can we?
No, I definitely never ever complain about this weather. Hopefully, we used to call it sunny Telford every time we used to come up here. It was lovely and sunny, so we're made up. Hopefully we'll have another year, another sunny year.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping, yes, with a smile on our faces, yeah.
Yeah. Thinking about worst injuries, what's the sort of worst injuries you've had to deal with?
Worst injuries, unfortunately I've had to deal with quite a lot over a long time in football. One of the most catastrophic injuries I actually seen was to one of the lads who coached for us, Kev Lee, last year. He was our chief scout, and the coach Kev. This was quite tragic actually. He sustained an injury for Southport, totally accidental, when a guy collided with him, but the guy tripped before he hit him, and actually all his body weight went through his knee, and as a result he ruptured both cruciates and every ligament around his knee. So if you could look at it like an amputation, if you want to look at it that way. It actually broke through the viscera around his knee and everything. It was absolutely horrendous injury for a young lad who was at the top of his game. It was quite tragic, unfortunately.
He was regular goal scorer, wasn't he, at Southport?
Oh, he's just one of them captain marvels that you want to have. You know, he was just, put him in centre mid, put him at centre half, but he used to score, and he wasn't afraid of heading or going straight for goal, you know. So his experience last year was invaluable to the lads, you know, and he did some individual coaching with the centre halves. So fellas like him, unfortunately his was one of the most tragic ones you've seen, because it just finished his career. And it's not nice when you know that when you stood there trying to treat him, getting through the traumatic phase of the injury. But
And it's looking like he's moving on now to pastures new with
Yeah, he
work
is.
commitments.
I think work commitments and stuff. He's struggling to get here to commit to the club. And one thing with Liam is he wants full commitment off you, even though we all work every day and stuff. You know, you still got to be fully committed to your club if you're at a club and stuff. And unfortunately, I don't think he can commit this year to the degree he did last year.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, it is fair enough. It's one of them
Wish him
things.
well in whatever he goes on to do.
Well, he's a great lad, and he'll do well in whatever he does. But he's at college, and believe it or not, even though most of the lads wouldn't believe it, he wants to teach mathematics and stuff. So if you're ever out with a drink with him, you wouldn't expect him to be a mathematician, but he is. So he's good in respects of that.
Some things are quite surprising.
They are when you come up here, especially when you see the backgrounds of some of them. Yeah, we've got some clever lads with us, believe it or not. Even though sometimes degrees. You wouldn't believe it.
No.
Yeah.
Football has that ability to make everybody look quite stupid.
It is, yeah. Some of them, just like your own kids. I've got a son who's 21, and he's a very clever lad, but some of his life skills is slightly different. You ask him to make you a cup of tea, can't make you a cup of tea. That's one thing you can't do. Yeah, so
burns the toast. Yeah.
Burns the toast, asks you how to use the washing machine, where's the on button. And some of these lads are like that as well, so they're in that category.
Right. What are your thoughts for the season?
My thoughts for the season is, I can't wait for it to start. I think this is the worst part now. It's just, can't wait for the friendlies to start, and I can't wait for the league to start. I can't wait to get some of the great clubs down to the Bucks Head.
Who are you most looking forward to? The reunion with Southport?
Not really, no. I'd be more interested in the likes of Bristol Rovers, because they're a big club, and Torquay, and always the league clubs that are coming down.
And getting them early.
Yeah, and getting them early. As I was saying to you before, it's a pity Luton aren't in, because I used to love going to Luton, even though we used to get battered every time we went. Yeah. I think Telford had done better than us in the past up there. But
it was meant to be our first game of the season when we first went into the Prem.
Was it? Yeah.
And we ended up having it on a Tuesday night instead.
Yeah, it's just a lovely environment to go to see, a ground fully packed. Wrexham's like that. There's some great teams there, isn't there?
Almost, with no disrespect to some of the clubs, proper football teams.
Proper football teams with a history, and when you just go into the stadiums, with due respect to all the little clubs, because I've been with little clubs before, it's just something different. It's just the same as when you turn up to Telford. That was one thing when we first came here, and when Liam asked me to come here, along with Tom, just to have a look at the ground and look at the stadium, the setup and the people that are involved in it. It was like a really well-run club. It was like outstanding stadium, brilliant to look at, both outside and inside.
Yeah. And nothing changed to make you think otherwise?
No, not really. No, I think there's just...
Or has it grown on you?
It's grown on me considerably, yeah, especially from the presentation even. The people there were brilliant. I came with my wife and they made us so welcome. My wife was like totally choked when she was looking at the DVD of the season and seeing how much it meant to the supporters to win, the championship, which it's great to be part of that.
Yeah, I brought a few friends along that haven't been to many games and they couldn't believe the family atmosphere.
No, well,
no matter how much you say it, people don't believe it until they experience it themselves.
Well, my brother and my two sons came up for the final game, but unfortunately got lost, believe it or not, even though he had great directions. So they came in just as...
Town of roundabouts.
They ended up in Shrewsbury for some reason. But when they came, they were absolutely made up. My sons go and watch Liverpool every week, but in the atmosphere and everything, they were absolutely made up. They thought it was one of the greatest things they've seen, which is good.
So they'll be back again next season?
They'll be back. Well, the little fella comes quite regularly. He likes coming and stuff. He likes standing on the ground with the lads and the terraces and stuff. So he is a proper supporter, wherever he is.
Can't be bad.
Can't be bad at all, no.
Brilliant. And just to finish, who do you tip for the league this season?
That is a hard one. I've got a sneaking suspicion that the likes of Wrexham and Grimsby will be up there again. I'm just more concerned with our own form and making sure we're safe, which is the first priority. If we're safe, we'll have achieved. I never look at points. I think it drives you crazy. I'm more concerned...
3 points from our first game.
3 points from every game, but I'm more concerned the way we play our game, and just to survive this year would be a great achievement for us. You know, a lot of people in terms of finances will always have more than you, but that doesn't make up for heart and stuff, which is what we found out last year.
Yeah, which is what Liam prides his teams on. That's
what we all prided on. We'd rather have a good lad with heart than somebody who's more into money and stuff like that. We'd rather have somebody who's fully committed and has got true heart.
Just hearing about Anthony Wilson, who's just gone to Barrow for insane amounts of money. Where would you rather go, Barrow or the Football League?
I'd rather go to the Football League myself.
Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, some clubs, like the clubs in the league, you'll find that they're fully committed. And you remember back, we were relegated with Southport, and we survived because of the demise of Rushden and Diamonds, which that was a brilliant ground, a brilliant stadium, but for a club like that to just go out of existence, that was all down to finance. And no, it's where you got to be prudent with your management and your finance, definitely. It's all part of football nowadays.
And that's where our future is.
That's where our future is, and especially with the supporters trust, who do an invaluable job. All the lads that we have, from my side, that would be like Dr. Nick, who turns up every Saturday and who's a Telford supporter all his life. It's brilliant to work with people like that, because you can see how much it meant to them to win that league last year. And now it's just a case of us progressing, but not expecting to win the league. No. Expecting us to do as best as we can.
I think we'll surprise a few.
I think we will, and that's why if you go in with them expectations of surviving, then sometimes you will survive. You will surprise a lot of people, just like as it's been in the World Cup. Yeah. There's a lot of teams there that surprise people. And there's no reason why we can't. Yeah. But one thing is for sure, we won't be an easy turnover.
Brilliant. Well, hope for a quiet season for you with very few injuries.
I doubt that, but so do I.
Cheers.
Cheers, thank you.
I'm here with Sean Clancy, who's today going to give us his fantasy football 11, made up of the best 11 players that he's played with in his career so far.
Yes, so career so far, I'm going to go with in goal. I'm going to go with Lee Jones from my younger days at Blackpool. Lee Jones, he's a top goalkeeper when I was at Blackpool. He won all the awards one season. And yeah, he was one of the main figures there at Blackpool at the time. And was a good fella as well. Experienced one, and always used to help me along when I was a kid. So he's my cat. Left back, I'm going to go Junior Brown, who's from my time at Fleetwood. Quality player, loads of energy up and down, just brilliant power, and going forward he was key for us. So
came up against him a couple of times.
Yeah. Played against him at Northwich, and I think we signed him off the back of one of the games that we played against him. Top player, Junior. Other side, I'm going to go. It's ex-Telford player Lee Vaughan. He was played with him at Kidderminster briefly and at England C. So he's one of the toughest opponents I played against. Like, I always used to play against him, and he was strong, horrible to play against. Made it difficult, and brilliant quality as well.
Fair share of defending.
Yeah, brilliant quality going forward and great skill, powerful player. So he was definitely in my starting 11 there. At the back here, I'm going to go with Steve McNulty. Good leader, great in the air, great experience. Always took the pressure off when you're under the cosh. He was one of his old favourites, heading back to the goalkeeper and just releasing the pressure. So he's
you wore them boots back in the
day. Centre half, Charles. Next to him, I'm going to go with, Peter Clark. Again, great leader. He was at Blackpool. Yeah.
Huddersfield captain.
Huddersfield captain, yeah. He was great at Blackpool when I was a kid. I used to drive in with him a few times, and he's just a quality lad. And he was instrumental at the time for Blackpool. Quality captain. So that's me back four. I'm going to go with 3 centre mids, starting with Jamie Maguire, the Maguire Fire. Got to have someone like that in the team who's just willing to give everything, you know, die hard, run through brick walls for you, just give it a lift at when times when, you know, no one else will. So Jamie Maguire, definitely in there.
Possibly a captain as well?
Possibly captain, yeah. We've got a good few leaders on the pitch, not just at the back. As you'll see going forward, we've got some leaders all over the pitch. In the centre mid, Anthony Barry, brilliant footballer, one of the best footballers I played with. You know, just, you can give him the ball at any time, men around him, he'll deal with it. Quality player and a good friend, so he would always keep the play ticking off, everything would go through him, like the Stevie Gerrard at the team at Fleetwood when he was there. So Anthony Barry, centre mid. And next to him, another great footballer, Scott Brown. Yeah, he was at Southport last year. He's just got to move due to his great performances last season. He's got to move to Grimsby. Played with him at Chester and at Fleetwood. And again, just a brilliant footballer. Give him the ball under pressure, he won't give it away. He was just I like players like that can just keep the ball, keep possession under pressure, keep the tempo going, and yeah, just keep a good pace. His name middle three.
Which give you a nice platform.
Nice platform going into me attacking front three.
You putting yourself in there?
No. A much better left-sider than me. I'm going with Craig Noon.
Now at Cardiff.
Now at Cardiff, yeah, he's made his way all the way to the Premier League. Played with Nooney, I was left back, he was left wing at Bearscope. Young lads. And he was just, you know, you could see he had that little bit extra. He was very lightweight when we were younger, and a lot of people used to think, oh, he's too lightweight, but he's just gone from strength to strength every year. He's just a brilliant player, and he's just, you know, got his head down.
One of Liam's prodigies.
Yeah, one of the best attitudes of any footballer I've ever seen. You know, just very humble, takes everything in stride, doesn't get big-headed, gets his head down, and you reap the benefits of it. So, Nooney on the left, the wing wizard. On the other side, Carl Baker. I was only 18 when I played with Bakes. He was at Southport at the time, and he got a move off the back of that season. He was just like the main man in the team. Liam will know of him. And he's
Coventry City captain.
Coventry City captain, yeah. He's another player that's just gone from non-league and just gone up and up and up every time.
Strength to strength.
Strength to strength. So it just shows, you know, you can start off in non-league and still make a very good career. So Bakes, he was just he used to win games on his own when I was there at Southport. Unbelievable.
Liam said as well he was one of the funniest characters as well in football.
Yeah. Got some great characters in this 11. Would be a great changing room. And last but not least,
he had to be there somewhere.
The main man, Jamie Vardy.
Yeah.
Jamie Vardy again, non-league guy. Come from Halifax. Fleetwood paid all kinds of money off, and we were like, "Who's this kid?" Looked like a little, just a little scallywag from Sheffield. But tell you what, just one of the most
naturally talented,
outstanding players I've ever seen. Can finish right and left foot. He used to just go through like an absolute missile. Fastest player I've ever seen, just absolute lightning, and could just finish.
The season Fleetwood won the league, we were ripped apart by Vardy on his own.
Yeah, Vardy, mate, he was just a joke. I used to love playing with Vardy. You could just put it in behind, count on him, and he could just finish like Michael Owen in his heyday. Just one touch, bang, right foot, left foot, the back of the net. He used to just carry us that season. We had a brilliant team at Fleetwood, but he was just leagues ahead. So he leads the line for me, Jamie Vardy.
Fair.
And that completes my team.
Well, thanks for doing that, talking through, and shame to see you don't make the team.